It was a crisp autumn afternoon in Boulder, Colorado. The sound of roaring fans filled Folsom Field as the Colorado Buffaloes prepared to take on their historic rivals, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. The stadium was a sea of black and gold, with the scent of grilled hot dogs and the hum of anticipation hanging thick in the air. Coach Riley, with his usual steely resolve, gathered his team for one final pep talk. He was a legend, a man who had led the Buffaloes to countless victories, but today, he needed something more: magic. The first half of the game was a disaster for Colorado. Nebraska's offense was relentless, and their defense was a fortress. By halftime, the scoreboard read 21-0 in favor of the Cornhuskers. The crowd was subdued. They had seen comebacks before, but this felt different, heavier. In the locker room, Coach Riley paced like a caged lion. His eyes met those of his star quarterback, Jake "the Snake" Stevenson. Jake was known for his incredible arm and his even more incredible knack for making plays out of nothing. "We need to play like there's no tomorrow," Coach Riley growled. "Because for some of you, there isn't." Fired up, the team burst back onto the field with renewed energy. The third quarter saw the Buffaloes claw back 10 points, but Nebraska answered with a touchdown of their own. It was the fourth quarter now, and the Buffaloes were down 28-10. Time was slipping away. And that's when it happened. The miracle no one saw coming. Jake took the snap and faked a handoff. The offensive line held just long enough for him to spot his favorite target, wide receiver Darnell Lucas, streaking down the sideline. With a flick of his wrist, Jake launched the ball. Darnell leaped, snatching the ball out of the air with a one-handed catch that sent the crowd into a frenzy. Touchdown! But they were still down 28-17. With just 3 minutes left, the Buffaloes executed a perfect onside kick, recovering the ball. Another quick touchdown pass from Jake to Darnell, and the score was 28-24. The tension was unbearable. Nebraska had the ball but only needed to run out the clock. On a crucial third down, the Buffaloes' defense made a stand, forcing a punt. The ball was back in Jake's hands with just 45 seconds to go. On the final play, Jake evaded a sack, scrambled to his left, and heaved the ball into the end zone. For a moment, time stood still. The ball spiraled through the air before landing in Darnell's hands. Touchdown! The crowd erupted as the final whistle blew. Colorado had pulled off the impossible, winning 31-28. They called it the Miracle on the Mountain, a game that would go down in history as one of the greatest comebacks ever. As the fans stormed the field, Coach Riley looked up at the heavens and smiled. Sometimes, magic is real,